Pulse nightclub shooter Omar Mateen was investigated twice by the FBI.
We first became aware of him in May of 2013. He was working as a contract security guard at a local courthouse, and he made some statements that were inflammatory and contradictory that concerned his coworkers about terrorism.
The next year, the FBI again investigated Mateen over possible links with a Florida man who traveled to Syria and launched a suicide attack. Mateen was on a terrorist watch list for about a year, but the investigation found he broke no laws, so he was able to legally buy the guns he used to unleash his attack.
The FBI is in a tough spot because, they have to operate within the Bill of Rights. They have to operate within the Constitution and the laws of the land. And they can go out and they can interview and they can keep checking, but they can only go so far. And that's the great challenge.
This is my America. This is your America.
This push-pull between individual rights afforded U.S. citizens and the needs of government to keep people secure plays out in U.S. gun laws.
Enough talking about being tough on terrorism. Actually be tough on terrorism and stop making it easy as possible for terrorists to buy assault weapons. Reinstate the assault weapons ban. Make it harder for terrorists to use these weapons to kill us.
An assault weapons ban expired in 2004 under Republican U.S. President George W. Bush. Since then, Congress has failed to pass meaningful gun control measures, even after mass shootings in Aurora, Sandy Hook, and elsewhere. Most Republican lawmakers say gun control isn't the answer. The powerful NRA gun lobby tweeted, "We must defeat radical terrorists, but not resort to destroying the rights of law-abiding Americans to defend themselves." Potential terrorists are becoming more difficult for authorities to detect as groups like ISIL and al-Qaeda have begun promoting so-called lone wolf attacks.
They've decentralized it. They have just said, go do it. You don't need our approval. Go wreak havoc. We're great with that. There's no master plan. There's no funding. There's no planning. Drive your car into a crowd of people, buy a gun. And so that makes it also very challenging.
So did U.S. authorities do enough to stop Mateen? The FBI says they did what they could with the tools at their disposal.
We're also going to look hard at our own work to see whether there is something we should have done differently. So far, the honest answer is, I don't think so.